Don't you just love it when things don't work right and you're trying to figure out what the problem is and what the cause is? Well, in this video, I'm going to help you out, and I can make it in less than 10 seconds, and then the problem would be solved. But here I'm going to explain 5 different things to you, 5 different companies that are involved. We have GoPro, we have Apple, we have YouTube, we have T-Mobile, and we have the user, Fish. Well, I got a GoPro Hero 10. It is the latest and the greatest, right? And I got an Apple iOS iPhone XS. It's on LTE. And it cannot do 5G because of today's carriers are going to 5G. So if you have a 1G, 2G, 3G, you could kiss them goodbye because they are being decommissioned and they're being retired. And one of the companies, Sprint, has retired their system, believe it or not. So here we are. I'm going to show you what a carrier does, and this is a carrier that's right down the block. It's about 1,000 feet, perfect line of sight, perfect signal to the house. I should be at the highest rates in the speed. And what type of speed test units they use? Everything like we use out there. So I'm going to grab my phone. I already did the speed test. And we can see here, download is 111, upload is 50.0, the ping 27 ms, jitters 1.8 ms, loss at 0%. So I don't need to have that anymore. And that was done directly on the phone. Now, with Hotspot, I have done it on a Apple product. And I got 44.6 download, 46.5 download, latency 28 ms. That's not bad at all. And then I done my test yesterday at 14 ping, download 20.64, upload 36.59. So you can see the consistency is pretty well stable. And I just done a internet test at 53.6 and 34.9 with the latency of 9 ms. Each application will say ping differently. The latency and ping are the same. Ping, ping, ping. How many times it try to connect to whatnot? That's how I understand ping. Like again, they take this phone, they go to a cell site, it's a test phone, they put the app up and they go to the alpha sector. Oh, I got 20.4. Well, T-Mobile's going to come back and say, we need to have 36.5. Don't come back unless you get 36.5 on the alpha sector. And then they put it in there. They won't accept anything lower than a specific number. They do the same thing to beta, the same thing to gamma, and if the site has a delta. Some sites may have 6 sectors, and it all depends where they're at. And you gotta go down and you gotta try to get that best signal for them, believe it or not. So now, without any further ado, I'm going to show you the troubles I'm having and bring you a little closer. No matter which camera I use, if it's the GoPro Hero 7, the GoPro Hero 8, the GoPro Hero 10, they're all going to be the same. In order to stream, you turn the camera on, you swipe down, you go to connection, you go to wireless connection, you go to the on. You turn your phone on, you go to the GoPro Quick app. Some people may not know this, and you go to the correct camera. If you have Issues connecting, or you go into add device and it'll repair up again. I do apologize for any interruptions. We go to set up live stream. We go to YouTube. It's going to connect to my router, my modem. Doesn't matter what connection I'm on. It could be 1080p, 480p. As long as I'm on my channel that has over 1,000 subscribers, I could set up my stream and I could stream without any issues whatsoever. If I go past 7 seconds, I am good. We are 4,500 kbs over 8 seconds. We are streaming. So let's now disconnect and show you the actual issue when we go on hotspot. In order to go on to hotspot, you need to always turn it on and get back into the GoPro app and wait for it to reconnect. As it takes time to get to the hotspot connection, we are now connecting, and we're going to simply choose one of the streams. GoPro recently just added 1080p, and I was streaming at one given time. So I'm going to choose the lowest so I know I won't have any trouble. I'm on the account doing the same exact thing, and here we are going to stream and show you the issues we're going to have. As we hit live, within 7 seconds, you're going to see a disconnection. You're going to see both areas. Something went wrong, and you're going to see a network failure connection on the GoPro, network error. You're going to think this is a problem, and you're going to try to resolve it and ask GoPro about it. And this will just constantly go until you click it, and you're going to just repeat over and over and over again. Now, what's going to happen? You're going to try to figure out what to do, and you're going to start to go to the GoPro hub, and you're going to delete the app. You're going to reapply your GoPro. You're going to come back here and reset your wireless connection. You're going to go to YouTube, and you're going to try to figure things out. And every time you're going to try to figure out, you're going to get frustrated more and more and more until you understand what is happening and what is happening. Let me show you, and this will probably answer your question. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this particular phone, and we're going to bring in this phone right here. It's an iPhone 12. It's probably a year newer, 2 years newer than the iPhone XS. And let's show you how we connect on that, and this will answer your question. I simply just go onto the phone and I just add a new device each and every time if I switch between phones, and it's within seconds. And we're going to set up live stream to YouTube just like that. Now, it's looking to connect to my Wi-Fi, and I can probably allow it to connect to my Wi-Fi. Not a problem. And we're going to do that. And this will answer one of the questions for sure. So we're on hotspot. And hotspot is 7 kps for LTE. This is LTE. We're going to start our live stream. We're going to go live. If this kicks out within 7 to 8 seconds with 3,500 kbs, pretty good. It kicks out. So this clearly tells you that this phone is not an issue. It's LTE. It can rule the phone out as well. So what we're going to do is we're now going to stream with the phone. You have to troubleshoot every single thing. If you don't troubleshoot, you don't get the answers you're looking for. So we want to get off of my hotspot. We want to set up this particular hotspot. And let's see if this will connect to it, because it's only going to search for something that's not there. It has to refresh. We have our iPhone hotspot. It's going to connect. If you let this just sit, this will go into a standby. It'll change back to the regular white. So what we're going to do is we're going to stream at the highest resolution that GoPro allowed us to stream at. So we're getting ready to stream. We're going to put this to the side and we are going to live stream. If this does not shut off in 8 seconds, it will continue to record properly. And here we go. Who has stopped you from streaming? Could it have been Apple? Could it have been GoPro? LTE services of T-Mobile and the phone of Apple, LTE. Somebody is preventing you from streaming. GoPro wants you to have the highest bit rate possible. Apple doesn't want you to use their older devices, and T-Mobile doesn't want you to be on LTE anymore. So who will pay for your new phone? Because you now got to take your perfectly good phone, change it over to a recent phone with the highest iOS build in order to do something that you love and enjoy. If live streaming is very important to you, then you're going to have to be on the latest and greatest of no matter what it is. Requirements is very important. GoPro requires you to be with the latest SDXC cards, and Apple wants you to be on, and it's a requirement to have the latest iOS build, and the firmware is given, and the older applications will not work. T-Mobile requires you to be on 5G today, and they want you to be with the best service possible. So, what more can you say? If things don't work out and you can't stream, you're going to be stuck with an old phone. Older GoPro's not going to help you. You're going to be left out in the dust if you don't update to newer systems. In this video, I clearly showed you how to get streaming work and showed you the issues that was happening to everybody out there that no one came forward to find a resolution to. You can run all the tests you want. You can write down all the issues you want. You can do anything you want. But if you want to stream once again, it ain't going to be an old device, and it ain't going to be any of the GoPros today, because you are required. And that is the key word in order to get things to work. I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there. If you have a complaint with GoPro preventing you from streaming, maybe you should get with Apple or the smartphone you use and the carrier you use and complain to them why they are preventing you from live streaming. I always like to say, you never know with GoPro. Have a great day. Thank you for joining.